This is the fourth year that the 4-H members have been part of this conference. I was in one last year that was held in Lethbridge. Our region is super proud of the partnership with the Farming Smarter to have our members speak, and we truly appreciate the support by the way that the auction has helped over the past 3 years for our various regional events, including our annual judging competition, which I attend every single year, so I truly appreciate it, and other various livestock programs. This year, we were also able to award 2 Farming Smarter scholarships to members who will be pursuing a post-secondary education. So thank you so much for the support of our 4-H program in the Southern Alberta. By participating in the silent auction again this year, as you will be visiting with the participants registration. This region this club year has almost 900 members, approximately 350 volunteer leaders in 60 different clubs, with projects including market beef, sheep, horse, swine, poultry, pheasants, small engines, woodworking, that's to name a few. The list goes on and on, as there's over 30 projects that members can compete in. The 4-H speakers that you will hear today, they have placed in this Southern Regional competition this past couple months. To compete at the regional level, each of these speakers were judged at their top and their club level, then at their district communication competition, and finally the regional communications competition. Communications is a key element of the 4-H program, and it is one that I have enjoyed the most. Members between the ages of 9 to 21 create their own speech without props, or they can make a presentation with props, either a demonstration or presentation with a PowerPoint or a flip chart. This afternoon, we'll be listening to members in both categories and various ages. So to start off, we have 2 twins, Annalise and Megan Fissers. They are 15 years old. They are from the Redlaw Prairie 4-H Beef Club. This is their 6th year in 4-H. They both have market steers and market land projects. Annalise loves math, public speaking, and sports. And Megan loves art, science, cattle, and wants to pursue a career in the medical field. So let's welcome on the stage Annalise and Megan Fissers. So this is Annalise and Megan Fissers. Tape it, Annalise and Megan Fissers.
Picture this. It's the first quarter of the basketball game. The teams are evenly matched. You're running down the court, and then bam, it hits you. Pain searing down your left leg. What do?
Thank you, Anka, for that lovely introduction. And good afternoon, all Farming Smarter delegates, sponsors, and guests.
You tape it. Sports injuries can happen any time to anyone. And along with those injuries comes pain, which no one wants. We're here to inform you that you can keep playing the game with an injury without the excruciating pain that follows. Although ice and rest are the best ways to treat an injury, during a game, that is not an option. Therefore, the simplest solution is to tape it.
There are 2 kinds of commonly used tape: kinesiology tape and regular white athletic tape. Kinesiology tape is a thin tape made from cotton and is able to stretch. When applied with stretch to the affected area, it applies a force to the muscles, decreasing the pain. Kenzo Katz, a Japanese chiropractor, invented the tape when he was looking for a better sports taping method to assist in the healing of traumatized tissue. The other kind is regular white athletic tape, which is a rigid tape used for smaller injuries.
There are many possible injuries that you can get from playing sports that may require different levels of attention. One of the common injuries is a shin splint, caused by too much pressure exerted on the leg from start-stop activities, such as basketball. The tape we will be using for treating this injury is kinesiology tape. We will now demonstrate how to properly apply tape for a shin splint.
Before you apply the tape, make sure you wash the area to help the tape stick better by removing any excess oils or lotions that may be on the skin. A good way to do this is by using an alcohol wipe, which which we are going to use today. First, fix toes pointing away from the shin and roughly determine where the points of pain is. Now take your first strip of tape and apply it vertically over the area of pain with 50% stretch. This means stretch it fully and then back it off halfway. Make sure that you do not touch the tape because this can prevent the tape from sticking. And also rub the tape so the tape will adhere better to the skin. Now take a full piece of tape, fold it in half, and cut rounded corners on the fold. You might be wondering why. Well, this is to prevent it from catching on coating. Now take your first half piece of tape and apply it just above the point of pain with 80% stretch. This means stretch it fully and then back it off a little bit. And again, you can rub the tape so the tape will adhere better to the skin. Now take your second half piece of tape and apply it just below the points of pain with again 80% stretch. You need to stretch it fully and then back it off 20%. And one last time, you can rub the tape so the tape will adhere better to the skin. This is the proper application of tape to a shin splint. Another common injury is a wrist injury. This happens when you fall. A natural instinct is to catch yourself, bending the hand back. The tape we will be using for treating this injury is the white athletic tape. The reason we use this is because it is more rigid and will support the wrist well. Now, before you get started, take some foam wrap and wrap it around the wrist. This will provide cushioning and prevent you from having an allergic reaction to the latex in the tape. Some other options you have if you do have a latex allergy is you can find latex-free white athletic tape, or you can use kinesiology tape, which does not contain latex. Now, before you get started, make your hand into a tight fist. This will allow blood flow to the hand when it is taped, instead of blocking off circulation, causing your hand to turn purple. Now, take your first piece of tape that's long enough to fit around the wrist and apply it smoothly. Next, take the roll of white tape and wrap it around the wrist 2 or 3 times, depending on how rigid you like it and the size of the wrist. Today we will wrap it around twice. Now, relax the hand and move it around to see how it feels. This is a proper application of tape for a wrist injury. Taping athletic injuries is a quick way to alleviate minor pain in your new playing best. It doesn't matter if it's a shin splint or a wrist injury, just tape it and enjoy the game. If you would like to learn more about how to tape athletic injuries, you can go to www.kttape.com, YouTube, or Wikipedia.
Okay, so next is Andrea DeGroot. She is 15 years old. She's from the Hayes 4-H Club in the Tabor District. She has a beef and photography project. She loves to run, snowboard, and curl. She also loves to travel with her family. So here's Andrea DeGroot with Being a Farmer's Daughter, Andrea DeGroot.
I might look like a regular high school girl. But when I put this on, I become a farmer's daughter. Having grown up on the farm, I have a unique perspective on life, and with that, I have learned several lessons from my farmer father. Number 1, be prepared. When my dad tells me to come out in minus 30-degree weather just to help for a minute, he really means come outside for a few hours and freeze. So get on your stylish insulated coverall and your muck boots because this job is never quick. I've learned that when Dad says to bring the truck out to the field and I forget the tools, it means that I'm going back to get them. Even if I do remember the tool for the job, I may be going back because there's 2 or even 4 more jobs that need completely different tools. I've also learned what it means to be driving in winter. One year near Christmas, we went to our neighbor's house, and we could barely make it home because the snow was coming so hard we couldn't see the edge of the road. A 5-minute drive took us nearly an hour. Also, I've learned to be prepared when bringing lunch out to the field. When Dad says it's only him and the hired hand, you never know when the neighbor's going to stop by or the ditch rider's going to come and join you for lunch on the tailgate. Me and Mom always bring way too much food out to the field, but it always gets eaten. Lesson number 2, be flexible. My dad's favorite saying, we'll see. When I ask if I can go out with my friends, and he says, we'll see, I've learned not to get my hopes up. It may not be happening until next weekend. If I tell my friends I will make it to an event, and later they ask me, why didn't you show up? I say, well, the cattle came in, or Dad had to fix a pivot. They have just learned to accept the farming lifestyle that my family has. For Dad, we'll see means we don't make plans. You never know when the cow is going to calve, and you'll need to give her a pull. On the other hand, though, my dad is really great at making plans on last minute. One year, we booked a trip to Mexico and left 2 days later. Lesson number 3, be resilient. Don't be disappointed when the plans you may or may not have made don't turn out. When my friends and I plan to go out, sometimes we end up going the next day, leaving my dad at home to do whatever chores need to be done. Because I do want to go to town with my friends, and that's what farm moms are for. Don't be disappointed when you don't win Grand Champ. You can't win them all. Don't be disappointed when plans fall apart. There may be even better things in store down the road. I've learned to accept life's little disappointments and to realize that sometimes things come up that are more important than my own plans. Lesson number 4, be dependable. You can count on me. I know that I can always count on my dad, no matter what. If I need him to feed my horse in the morning because I spent too much time getting ready, I know he will. If I need help cultivating my 4-H steer, I know that he will find time to help me between tractor work. I can always count on my dad to show up at my volleyball games or in the spotlight during the game of Mission Impossible. Through the good and bad, the change in plans, I can count on my dad to work hard and get the job done. Life on the farm has prepared me well for the real world. The lessons I've learned will serve me well. Be prepared, be flexible, be resilient, and be dependable. These lessons have made me a person you can count on, just like my dad. Thank you.
Okay, so our next and final speaker is Cheyenne Hearn. She's 16 years old and she's part of the Medicine Hat 4-H Light Horse Club with her Project Light Horse. She is unofficially diagnosed with volunteeritis. She volunteers with Medicine Hat Expedition and Stampede, 7 Persons Community Association, Big Brother, Big Sisters, 7 Persons Volunteer Fire Department, and more. So she is super busy. So this is Cheyenne Hearn, the call to action. The call to action is Cheyenne Hearn.
Thank you, Anka, for that lovely introduction. One spark is all it takes to light up the world. One spark is all it takes to start something big. One spark has lit up my world. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My first year of high school opened me up to a whole new world of people and experiences. Grade 10 was an overwhelming year, and to be honest, I was a bit lost. Out of the many, and I mean many, extracurricular options, there was one club that caught my attention. The Eagle Youth High School Meet-A-Wee Club has pulled me into a whole new realization. Meet-A-Wee is a rough translation of a very special Spanish word, minga. Minga can be explained as a community coming together to work for the benefit of all. The founders of Meet-A-Wee, Mark and Craig Kielberger, a pair of young brothers, first learned of minga when they were building a school in Ecuador. The 2-week time frame was not enough to complete the project. Discouraged, Mark and Craig visited the village chief in hopes of finding a solution. The wise old woman simply said, "Tomorrow there will be a minga." The next morning, the pair was shocked to find hundreds of people milling about and waiting to start work on the new school. These people knew that this school would not only affect the future of their people, they knew that this school would not only help affect the children, but the future of their people. Families who lived miles away walked through the night in order to come lend a hand. Inspired, these two philanthropist brothers set out to find and create more minga in the world. And so was the birth of Meet-A-Wee. The Meet-A-Wee organization is a self-proclaimed, socially conscious innovator of a future in which everyone works together. It really is quite simple. All of the profit made from Meet-A-Wee products and fundraisers are simply split in half. Half will go out to the world, while the other half will be put back into the organization in order to be improved upon itself. One of the ways that you would be able to show your support is purchasing the Wee style. Meet-A-Wee currently has over 800 mamas participating, making jewelry and other products out of recycled or reusable materials. My favorite piece would be the Rafiki chains. Rafiki means friend in Swahili, making these chains a universal token of friendship. These loops of Maasai beaded cord are unique and have many a use. I prefer wearing mine around my neck, but I've also seen them used as monkey headbands or bracelets, much more. For a mere $10, green Rafikis, such as mine, support giving your child 3 healthy meals every day. Multicolored Rafikis support education. Dark blue supports giving access to fresh water. Red is for healthcare. Black and yellow provide the mamas with a reliable income. And tan Rafikis help enforce women's rights. These cool pieces are essential to sporting a Wee-friendly style. The past year has taught me that if we want to make a difference, we need to work together. Our society promotes not only survival, but living. Not a mere existence, but a meaningful experience. On October 24th, 2013, I had the privilege to attend a Wee Day celebration. Almost 6 hours long, it filled the Calgary Saddledome to the brim with eager participants. Upon arrival, every attendee was given an impact bracelet. This special little trinket lit up upon impact. When the time came, Mark and Craig themselves came up onto the stage. Their presentation was inspiring, and as their piece came to an end, Mark told us that a single spark could light up the world. The pair began to clap, their impact bracelets lighting up. Soon, the arena fell into a silence as the clapping formed a heartbeat. This light was our heartbeat, filling all of our chests, willing us to move as one. The lights went out as the arena was filled with a dazzling, pulsing light. I was touched by this, seeing a stadium full of complete strangers come together to create something so incredibly beautiful. It is an experience that I will never forget.
In today's rush consumerism world, it becomes harder and harder to find what the Kilberger brothers know to be Minga. It is a sad yet true fact. Today's society promotes the apathy of others, only to focus on personal gain. There's so much to be done. Talk about carrying the weight of the world, right? Wrong. Being socially conscious does not mean that you have to sacrifice everything to make a difference. Start small. Start with the We Are Silent movement. On April 17th, remain silent to show your support for those who cannot raise their own voices. Stay silent for the 4.78 million children who live as refugees. Stay silent for the 8.2% of families in America that have not had enough food for the past year. Stay silent for the children that are bullied because of their disabilities. Please, on April 17th, take action. Be part of something big. Learn what Me to We is all about. MeToWe.com has all the information that you would need to get involved. Me to We is an exhilarating organization quenching the world's thirst for change. This assembly has changed me just like it has been changing the world since 2008. The experiences that it brought into my life are unbelievable, and I cannot wait until the next reality happens. There are so many opportunities with this organization, and I want you to come alongside me and experience them too. I have had my calling. Now, it's your turn. This is your call to action. Whether you are thinking globally or locally, come make a difference. Come make this world a better place.